Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my first impressions on a brand new pink collection that came out about 2 weeks ago now. You guys, they came out with about 3 new collections, but this is the one that really caught my attention when I went in the store. So if you guys are interested in seeing what my thoughts are, then keep on watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Oshumare. On this channel, I talk about all things smell goods, beauty, lifestyle. So if you're into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, hey, it is so good to see you. All right, you guys, so in front of me, I have one full set of the Fall Sweet Treats collection, and then I only have one Halloween collection, which if I remember, I don't remember Victoria's Secret coming out with that much Halloween body mist. If I'm wrong, comment down below and let me know, but I need them to start doing this because this one that I have in front of me, we'll get to it. But let's start off with the Fall Sweet Treats collection. And the first one we're going to start off with is called Apple Crisp. And if you remember last year, around the same time, they came out with Apple Rush, which that one was kind of like a green apple. So I was really curious to see what this one was going to smell like, if it was going to be a repackage or if it was, giving something different. The notes in this one is fruit tart, honey pear, and sugar glaze. Oh, which sounds so good, y'all. And I love me a good apple scent. So I might be kind of biased to all of the apple scents because I just feel like you can never have too much of different types of apples. Oh my goodness, you guys. And Apple Crisp is such a good name for this one because it does smell like a huge red apple. Oh, that you just cut open. So think you went apple picking. You guys know I'm obsessed with apple picking. And you get a whole bunch of really big red apples. Then you go home and you pull out some pears because the pear is very dominant in here as well. It's very much so a pear scent just as much as it is an apple scent. But imagine, cutting up some apples and some pears, putting it in, the pan and sauteing them and then glazing them with some sugar. That's what this smells like. So it's like a very ripe, sweet apple and pear body mist. So different than the one that came out last year. It was sweet too, but in a different type of way. But if you like a red apple more so, that's, covered with sugar more than a green apple, then you would want to get your nose on this. I think it's so good. Anytime I smell apple, it reminds me of fall. But this is a type of apple I would say you could wear all throughout the year. Like think more so along the lines of Eden Juicy Apple, how it's, definitely apple and berry forward. And then you have a little vanilla, which sweetens it up a little bit more in that sugar. That's what this one is kind of giving. So those two would pair really nice. But yeah, I just love me a good apple. So I think that they did really good. If you and the fruit tart, I just think that it doesn't smell like a tart candy, but it is adding to that sweetness. I think it's mainly about that sugar glaze with the apple and then that honey pear. So fresh out the gate, think apples and pears, and then it settles down and then it gets a little bit sweeter and sweeter. Oh, I really do like this. So yeah, they didn't have the matching lotions and or body mist to some of these. So I got what I was able to get, but definitely happy I did not pass this one up because this is a really good apple. So once again, this is Apple Crisp. The next one that we're going to go to, you guys, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is kind of hard because both of these are so delicious. Ooh, okay, let's go to, so they didn't have the body mist in this one, but I think I'm going to order it online because y'all, this is delicious. This is delicious. We didn't really get that many Bath and Body Works gourmand scents this year, but y'all, they're giving it to us at Victoria's Secret, okay? This is Buttery Sugar. Oh my gosh. So the notes in here honestly kind of throw me off because what it says it is, I'm not getting. Mind you, I'm pregnant, so my nose could be, playing tricks on me. But okay, let me just tell you what the notes are. I'm really excited about it because I think you guys are really going to like this. So this has flaky croissant, maple butter, and vanilla sugar. So as soon as I saw croissant, I thought of Sniff's fragrance that they have. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it in the description. But it's the one that has like that croissant that's sweet. It's so delicious. These two will probably pair really nicely. But you guys, it's so weird because with this one, even though it says that there's croissant in here and it says what, maple butter and vanilla sugar, y'all. First, this smells amazing. Oh my gosh, this smells so amazing, but I feel like I'm getting other notes that they didn't put in here. I feel like I'm getting a little caramel. I feel like I'm getting some type of red fruit, either like a red apple. Oh, like a red apple, y'all. Okay, so croissant, I don't really get that on my skin. I maybe get the butteriness from the croissant mixed in with like the maple and the other sweetness, but I'm not really getting a croissant to me. Me and my husband and my baby, we eat a lot of croissant sandwiches from this donut spot down the street. We love like their breakfast sandwiches and like their turkey and tuna sandwiches, things like that. And so we have a lot of croissants in our face all the time. And I just don't smell this and be like, ooh, that's a yummy croissant, you know? Like instead of flaky croissant, if you've ever been to Porto's or like a bakery, they have those stuffed croissants that have like, you know, like apples or like some type of filling in it, like a fruit filling. Maybe that's what they're going for, but just like a plain flaky croissant, I'm not really getting that. Strangely, you guys, you know what I'm getting? This reminds me of this drink that I had. It was like an apple caramel apple cider martini, something like that. So it had apple, had like some type of like sweetened martini mix, and then there was like caramel dripping down the glass. That's kind of what this reminds me of. So it definitely puts me in mind of fall. 100%. Like I get that butter in here, but I just don't know if I'm really getting croissant. I'm mainly getting maple butter, like a whole bunch of maple butter and sugar and fruits. Oh, I wonder if in the body mist, the croissant smell will come out a little bit more on my skin. And I know this has been out for like 2, 3 weeks now. So if you guys have got your nose on it, let me know, do you guys get that croissant note in here? Because I just don't. I just get a whole bunch of sugary, gooey, yummy fruitiness, almost like along the lines of like a caramel dipped apple. Maybe on the website it'll say more notes. If there's apple, I wouldn't be surprised because I'm getting some type of fruitiness. But y'all, I'm 100% getting the body mist of this, and I might get it back up because it's really good, very sweet. Oh my goodness, like kind of puts me in mind of like a Casablanca. So pairing this with that would go perfectly. But y'all, I think they did their thing with this one. I think so many people are gonna love this. Oh, yes. And yeah, definitely backup worthy. If you love extra sweet, buttery, maple, sugary type of scents, then Buttery Sugary is so, so good. I think this is probably going to be a lot of people's favorite from this whole fall line. Once again, this is Buttery Sugary. And the last one in this collection, y'all, oh my gosh, it's another really good one. This is called Cinn-A-Drizzle, y'all. So, I mean, it says it all in the name. Y'all, it smells like Cinnabons. I'm just going to jump to it. Like Cinnabons and the syrup on top and all the sugary, fatty yumminess. That is exactly what this one is giving. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in this one, you have notes of warm icing, fluffy pastry, and cinnamon sugar. Oh gosh, and you get all of it, y'all. Oh, you get all of it. Hold on. I'm going to put this on. Okay, and these two, by the way, because you know they're sugary, they're sweet, extra gourmand. They go so nicely with each other. So I have the lotion of Buttery Sugar on, and I'm just gonna put this one on top. Oh my gosh, you guys. I mean, it's literally like I just opened up a fresh batch of Cinnabons, or I just made some cinnamon rolls, and you can just smell that aroma in the air. Who doesn't? Okay. And then this one with all of our cinnamon type of body butters. If you don't get this body butter, it's gonna go so nicely. So as soon as this opens up, you get that icing smell mixed with that cinnamon, you know, that's in the Cinnabon. And then as it dries down, that's when you start getting more of that just like super sweet pastry smell. Oh, it's fluffy, it's gooey. Oh my gosh. And it's just like an extra dose of that icing on top. That is Cinnaglaze. And this is another one that I need the full set, you guys. And I think I also need a backup. Oh my gosh. Now I'm trying to think, what gourmands does Bath and Body Works have? They just came out with glazed pumpkin, and that is really good. But y'all, I mean, they came out with 2 bakery scents. So I feel like this should have been called like bakery sweets or something because they are so good. Now, the apple's not really a bakery. It's like, you know, like a sugared apple. But y'all, this is so fun. I will say this one doesn't seem like it's going to be super strong at all. Like I can smell it, but it's not super potent at all. So you are going to have to overspray. And that's usually how Pink's body mist are. If you want this to be a little bit more potent, I would just say maybe put it with one of your gourmand perfumes. And always, you know, put oil down first or like some type of butter down and then put your fragrance on top so that it can last a little bit longer, project a little bit longer as well. But y'all, I honestly don't know which one is my favorite out of all of these. I mean, it would definitely be between these two because I'm a gourmand girly at heart. I mean, they're both just so delicious though. I think this one might be a little bit sweeter than this Cinn-A-Drizzle, but it's in a different way. Like this one is, you know, you get the cinnamon, you get the icing. So I don't really know, but if I had to rate all of them, oh, y'all, okay, let me put a little bit of this lotion on one more time. It's really hard. It's really hard. Okay, and then whew, it might be that buttery sugar, y'all. Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna pick one. Y'all, I think it's this buttery sugary because it's like something a little different than we've had from them. I feel like we've had things that smell like Cinnabons somewhat, or maybe that's just from other companies, but I don't know. I think this is going to be a great base for so many of our like warm, cozy, gourmand scents in the fall and the winter. So yeah, it would be Buttery Sugar in first place, followed by Cinn-A-Drizzle. But honestly, I think they're both equally as good. And then just because we've had other apple fragrances, this apple crisp would be in last place, but I still really enjoy it. Overall, 1 out of 5. I think I would give this like a 4.5 or even maybe a 5 because y'all, they delivered. They delivered. They are listening to everybody out here. And, you know, if you don't like, you know, bakery, then they gave you still a little touch of, you know, sweetness with an apple note. And y'all, I think all of this is good. So I would definitely give this a try. If you guys have tried it again, get in the comments. Let me know what do you guys think. But once again, this is the Fall Sweet Treats collection from Pink. Moving on to Halloween. So they only had 2 Halloween scents that came out. The other one they didn't have in my store, but the one that I was able to pick up is called Haunt Mess. And I love the way it looks. I think the name is so cute. And if you can't see, there's like spider webs all over the bottle. But in this one, you have notes of dark blackberries, midnight jasmine, and mystic woods. And y'all, those notes sound so familiar to something that I've smelled from Bath and Body Works. And I haven't gone through my collection to do any comparisons yet, but I know that this smells like something. And there's a few things that come to mind, but nothing in particular at first. But y'all, when I tell you this is such a sexy, like dark, sultry type of body mist, oh my goodness. So the blackberries are definitely front and center in here, along with that woodiness. Oh yeah, y'all, this is not like a daytime, like summery, light and airy type of berry type of scent. It's definitely like dark, mysterious, like think along the lines of Into the Night from Bath and Body Works. This doesn't smell exactly like that, but this does smell very, very close to it. It is so good. This one also is the most perfumey one of all the scents that I picked up. It smells like if, let's say, like black oak, doesn't smell exactly like black opium, but if black opium had a whole bunch of berries in it, I could see it smelling something like this. Or if like Mon Paris was like the nighttime version, like the intense version. I think they do have an intense, but if it had like more berries in it, like really dark berries. And that jasmine isn't really all that dominant to me. I don't get a whole lot of jasmine, but I have noticed that when people put midnight jasmine in things, it always deepens up the fragrance and just kind of gives it this extra sexy touch. Almost like there's plum in here with berries. Oh, it's good. If you're not into perfume and you love a good perfumey smelling body mist, then you got to get your nose on this. I'm literally imagining just being all dolled up, dark red or like a dark berry lip, high heels, you know, going out, just stunting on everybody. Oh, that's what this is giving. Just out at night, having everybody just snap the head back like, ooh, what was that? That person smelled really nice. I love fragrances like that are just so just captivating. Hot Mess, I would highly recommend. And I'm like, dang, Woo! Bath and Body Works got to be careful because Victoria's Secret, again, is listening to what we want. We want something new. And this is definitely new and it delivered. So once again, those are my first thoughts of Hot Mess. And that is it, you guys. So I know they also came out with some other new ones in the pink line. They came out with one called Brown Sugar. I don't know. Maybe I was just smelling too many things, but it didn't really smell as potent as I would have hoped it would have smelled like. So I passed on that one. It just wasn't anything spectacular to me, but I am going to give it another sniff. And then again, they had like two other collections that came out that I just wasn't in awe about. So the fall collection, Sweet Treats, that was definitely number one. That one was the best. But again, I love gourmands. So if you like something that's a little bit more traditional, a little floral, your classic vanillas, then you would probably want to get your nose on those. But I would recommend both of these collections. Comment down below and let me know, have you guys tried the Halloween collection? How do you like it in comparison to Bath and Body Works? And then also, did you guys try this Sweet Treats fall collection? If you have, isn't it good? Especially this buttery sugary. Oh, and the Cinnad Drizzle, it is delicious. But let's talk about it. If you guys did like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Share it with a friend or two. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And as usual, take care of yourself. God bless you all. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.